Hey, good morning, everybody, and welcome to Wasatch 360. We're at Trolley Square.
That's right. And you know, the City Creek Center is all shiny and new, and we got Gateway that's got some good things going on. But don't forget about Trolley Square. There are so many great things to eat and see and do around here.
I know, and it's all been revamped. We're going to take everybody inside throughout the summer, stop off at a couple of shops, a couple of restaurants, show you all the good things. So sit back and relax. This is Wasatch 360. Okay, inside Trolley Square, we promised you we've stopped at two of the more fascinating shops, one a little bit more sophisticated and one not, okay? And they're both owned by Sean Bradley, and the first one we're inside here is Tabula Rasa, and that means?
Blank slate.
Blank slate, and it's perfect because you can pretty much create whatever you want.
It's true. Tabula Rasa means blank slate or clean slate in Latin, and we do invitations, announcements, printing of all kinds for parties and different things like that in here. And we also sell, of course, fine writing instruments.
Right, and the Mont Blanc.
Mont Blanc, and we have some wonderful crane stationery. So this is where you would come to write a letter or to buy fine stationery, to have an invitation to your wedding or event printed for you here in-house.
So how often do you get those folks in here who are having a wedding and they have to have that perfect invitation?
We see a lot of brides. This time of year, we're in a little bit of a lull. We've already seen our brides that came in earlier in the spring for their June weddings. And then there's a little lull, and then we'll see more in the fall.
Okay, but you don't have to be a bride
to
be here. You can find so many different things. You've got books.
Absolutely. We carry a wonderful curated selection of books, gift books. Again, taking a bottle of wine is a nice housewarming gift, but so is taking a nice gift book, and people will come in and search for those. So I select all the titles personally, and we have a wonderful selection of unique books that you won't see in a big chain store bookstore.
Okay, what else would spark the interest? I see you see Crabtree and Evelyn. That's a little different too.
It's a wonderful line of personal care, lotions, fragrance. We have a nice gentleman's line. We sell the old-fashioned badger bristle brushes and shaving blades and shaving razors for gentlemen. And then all of the ladies' fragrances, fine luxury soaps from all over the world. And so that's a whole sort of separate segment of the store. It's very, very popular.
So for the slightly more mature crowd,
right,
35 and older maybe, which a lot of them watch our show big time, this is a perfect place to pick up a little knick-knack, a little something for anybody at any time.
Right. Right, it is. And you know, with writing instruments, back to the blank slate and the writing and the printing, you know, graduation gifts, going into the season where we have a lot of our customers looking for something for maybe a nephew or a grandson or a colleague who may be going on to a different stage in life. They'll come in and want to see our fine writing instrument lines.
Okay, so we talked about the sophistication, and now the not part, and that is over at Cabin Fever, and it's off the charts, wild funny.
It's wild and funny, and very irreverent, very subversive, and it's a place to go when you're feeling down and just have a great laugh, look at some wonderful cards, pick up some really adorable gifts. It's not all nasty, but you can have a little bit more of an edgy kind of experience over there.
Even some things that when I went into it, I noticed some things that I even had to say, did I really just see this in Utah?
Yeah, well, hopefully in both stores you have the feeling that you're not in Utah anymore for different reasons. Cabin Fever, you're not in Utah because it is a little bit more diverse, eclectic, edgy. Here, it's a little more sophisticated. You hopefully will get the sense that you're in a really big metropolitan capital when you come into this store.
Sean, thanks so much. Hey, if you're looking for that perfect gift or maybe that imperfect gift, it's right here at Trolley Square at Tabula Rasa or Cabin Fever. Hey, it's time for Property of the Week. We are with Linda Sechrist from Prudential, Utah. How are you?
I'm doing great.
What a beautiful tree-lined, quaint little street this is in Upper Sugar House.
Yes, this is one of the most renowned streets here. This is the Yale Avenue. It's been famous for over 80 years. And this is a brand new home, brand new for the area, about 5 years old. And it's built with the architecture to look old.
And speaking of the area, what a great area, because you're kind of tucked away, but you're so close to so many great things.
Yes, this has for a long time been known for being close to the university, being close to Westminster, and of course, you're 5 minutes from downtown.
Well, what do you say we show everybody?
Let's do it.
So a beautiful foyer and a beautiful open space, formal living room, formal dining room, man.
And very open and light. So many of the old homes have small windows. This is full of light. Very, very open.
Yeah, let's head on through, because it really is nice, because it just comes straight on through. A little area for all your china.
Yes,
and
this is a butler pantry. Beautiful cabinets.
And then right to the kitchen. It's beautiful, flowing.
This is a great gourmet kitchen. Gas range, beautiful hood, and lots of nice appliances with the warming oven, 2 ovens, a big double fridge. This is exactly what all the old homes seek after here, but rarely do they have them.
Yeah, because it has that old charm, yet it's got all the modern conveniences.
Yes, and look how open and light the family room is.
Yeah, this is a great entertaining space, because it leads right into the great room, a little area to have your breakfast, and beautiful coffered ceilings.
Well, and 2-story. Look at all of the windows in here. One of the things that really makes a lovely home and makes easy living is having a lot of light. And this home certainly beckons light.
Yeah, and the windows are just beautiful, and it leads out to the beautiful big cottonwood trees out there.
Yes, and this home backs the creek. So as you go out, there's a beautiful fire pit, and the backyard backs the ravine in the creek.
Linda, a magnificent master.
And hardwood floors everywhere. Lots of high ceilings too. That's what differentiates the old from the new.
Yeah, and granted, the great windows with the plantation shutters, beautiful views. And then, of course, you come through to the master bath, and who could not love this?
Yes, and there's a his and a her closet, and really an extraordinary large bathroom.
Off the master and down the hallway, the kids have a beautiful, almost a Jack and Jill-ish kind of a setup.
Yes, this is kind of their wing, and both of them have beautiful paint jobs and lovely shutters.
So you can be on the same floor with your kids, but you still have your privacy. So we looked at the 3 floors above ground. The one below is not bad.
This has high ceilings for this area, and it also has a wet bar. It's open and light, and it actually has one of the 3 fireplaces in the home.
Yeah, I could see a lot of hours spent here after dinner. Linda, what an amazingly beautiful, quaint backyard.
This is a package that's impossible to find. You've got 5 bedrooms, 5 bathrooms, very, very high ceilings, open and light, with a beautiful rushing stream in the back, and a fire pit, radiant heated driveway, all in the middle of Salt Lake.
Summer nights are just spectacular out here, I bet.
It's an incredible experience.
Hey, if you're interested in this or anything else in the Salt Lake Valley, contact Linda. Thanks for joining us on Property of the Week.
Thank you.
Hey, it's time for What's Hot. We're here at Cole Sport. I know when you think of Cole Sport, you think skis, boots, bindings, poles, all the great winter stuff. You know what? The snow has melted. It's long gone. It is summertime, and it still means we can look good, right, Tanya?
Yeah, you can look great if you can buy yourself a Cole Sport.
That's right. So out here at Cole Sport, they got an entire casual line for men, for women. Today, of course, we're going to focus on the men. And I want to start right here. That's a brand called Benson. Real men do wear pink, is that correct?
They sure do, and they look amazing in it.
This is a cool shirt, a little almost tie-dye-ish.
Tie-dye with some rolled up sleeves,
right,
so you can roll it down for the evening, or if it gets a little warm, roll it up, pull yourself off.
Right.
Put a little t-shirt under that. It's going to really make it look nice and casual.
With a pair of jeans and you're all set.
Okay. Pull it out, don't tuck it in.
Don't tuck it in. Do not tuck it in. Okay, so then we've got a traditional brand everybody knows, everybody loves. Quicksilver.
Quicksilver.
Shorts, everything, you name it.
Great surf line with some surf trunks, so you can go straight from Park City to the beach.
Or to the Jordanelle would be perfect.
Jordanelle, exactly.
Right? And then, you know, this is very cool right here, huh? A little, almost spring-like.
A little more casual than the Benson, yes. Same thing though, you put a t-shirt underneath, roll it up.
And then more surf shorts, and then of course it does get warm here in the summer.
Very warm.
Got to go short sleeve too.
Yep, and they have a nice active material so that you can use this for golf, little tennis.
Perfect.
This is going to breathe,
and since none of the major golf companies are endorsing me, I'm going to have to go with the traditional lines. Okay, so then, hey, this is a familiar brand that is really more winter related, isn't it?
Now this is new for us this summer. This is Lacé shoes. We carry it extensively in the winter time. And they have created a summer wear using their extremely technical fabric. Everything is full four-way stretch. It's going to move with you, it's going to bend with you. Even their shirts, same thing for golf, tennis, hiking. They're all four-way stretch. So when you put it on, no binding.
I like it.
For that nice swing.
Assuming I have one. Okay, so then over here, a couple of brands that are very active in nature. Salomon maybe is nice as it gets, but you can tell it's, you know, you better lace it up and ready to go.
I definitely focus a little more on hiking, backpacking. You can even cross over to biking.
Right.
That's another.
That's cool.
Swim trunks to a little different, mix it up from the Quicksilver.
And again, you would think Salomon, well, that's skis, you know, and boots, but no, it's a whole summer line of products.
And the Salomon also, what I think is really a great piece about Salomon is same thing as their active wear. So you can hike in it, bike in it, pop up your collar, go out to lunch.
There you go. Okay, Arc'teryx, another winter brand, crossing over.
Very extensive winter brand, and we carry this deep in both men's and women's, where you can come up. This one has, you know, some wind, definitely more technical for the mountain lifestyle, and more of a wind, lightweight shells.
I like it. Okay, Tanya, the sun sets, the moon comes out at night, time for a little drinks, a little dinner, right?
And let's dress you up.
Dress it up with Robert Graham. I've got one on. They are so cool. Pair of jeans, a pair of loafers, you're set for the night.
Put this on and you know what? It's a party.
It is a party. Hey, talk about parties. It's right here at Cole Sport. Everything you could possibly want. It is what's hot. Hey, did I hear you say that golf in Park City isn't affordable? Well, think again. The Jeremy Golf and Country Club has a special offer just for you. With its breathtaking mountain and river scenery, the Jeremy is the perfect place to relax, socialize with friends, and of course, test your mettle with an unmatched round of golf. And the weather's perfect all summer long. The club is graced by a majestic clubhouse that offers members and their guests the opportunity to dine in elegance, as well as gather for special events and corporate outings. And since it's located just 20 minutes from the mouth of the Salt Lake Valley, the Jeremy is not just for Park City residents. With a beautifully manicured practice facility and a top-notch PGA teaching staff, your game is sure to improve. During the winter months, a state-of-the-art golf simulator will keep your swing tuned to perfection. In addition, the Pro Shop offers the latest in technology and apparel, so you'll be up to date and looking sharp when you step to the first tee. So beat the heat this summer and join the Jeremy Golf and Country Club. You'll be glad you did.
What can you save on Susay today? Family night. Man's best friend. A cup of joe. For the one you love. Mobile connection. Looking good. The handyman. Finding your way. And that is just the beginning. Shop and save for everyday and unique items, or become a member and save even more for only $9 per month. Susay.com. You'll say Susay and save.
Here on Wasatch 360, we take you all over and show you some of the finest restaurants, but really, sometimes you just want a nice big burger. And we are here with Jan at the Dairy King in Heber City. And tell me a little bit about Dairy King. They have quite the history.
We do have quite the history. We have been in business, my family has been in business since 1946. We started with a little restaurant and hotel. My grandparents sold everything they had to start into business. And then in 1968, we bought what was a Dairy Queen. And we said we didn't want to pay the franchise fees because we weren't going to be in it that long. So we changed the QU to a K. And since 1968, our family's serving yours. And in 1998, we rebuilt the building because we were just so busy. So it's been awesome.
It's a gorgeous building. Now, it's called the Home of the Train. What prompted that name?
You know, my dad always liked trains, and he went to California one time and saw this restaurant with a train in it and came home and said, we can do that. So we did, and here it is.
It's great. It goes all the way around while you're eating. It's so much fun. So a local artist came in,
right,
and he pretty much drew.
Right, he made a diorama. A diorama means it's three-dimensional. His name's Steve Strebel, and he came and he put, we have Native Americans in one corner, and we have the old Heber City in another, and we have an old farm in another.
It's so fun, and it's great.
Heber right here.
Great, absolutely. So you guys have won Best in State every year since 2003. That's
We have
amazing.
won Best in State every year since Best of State existed. We're waiting to hear from the judges any day now to see if we win for this year, for 2012. So we're hoping.
We're definitely rooting for you.
All right, sounds great.
Okay, let's talk about the menu a little bit. This is probably the best burger anyone's ever had.
I hope so. I hope so. We're famous for our train burger. Train burger is a quarter-pound hamburger with ham, Swiss and American cheese, Thousand Island dressing, lettuce, tomato, and pickle, all in a sesame seed bun. And I can say that twice that fast if you want me to.
Do it. Let's hear it.
Oh no, the pressure, the pressure.
No. How do you eat something like that?
With two hands.
Absolutely. Okay, but you also have fish and chicken and salads.
We do. We have salads, and we have a lot of gluten-free options too. We have gluten-free burgers, we have gluten-free cookies, and we have gluten-free shakes for all those people who have to eat gluten-free, which would be me.
Oh.
But we also offer just the run-of-the-mill stuff too. Hamburgers with really nice crispy bacon on them. Not that stuff that you bite into and it bounces back. We don't have that.
No rubber bacon here.
No rubber bacon.
Okay.
Really applewood smoked bacon here.
That sounds delicious.
Yes.
Okay, and we gotta talk about your homemade shakes. Yum.
They are pretty awesome. We have 89 different flavors. Anything from Oreo to peanut butter cup to banana cream pie to fresh strawberry and fresh raspberry. And if you can invent it, we can probably make it up.
That sounds delicious. Now, I can imagine this would be a great place to throw a birthday party for kids.
Oh, it's an awesome place, especially if your kids are into trains. We give them a train hat and a train whistle, which I'm sure moms love to take home. And we all come out and sing happy birthday to them.
Can we hear a little bit of that right now?
No.
Okay, well, it sounds like a great place to have a little shindig.
Yep, it's great.
All right, well, Dairy King in Heber City. I can't wait to try some of this delicious food. You got the train going around, you got great atmosphere. All the locals come here. Check it out.
Hey, it is time for one of my favorite segments of Wasatch 360 because it deals with golf. It is Hot Links, where we take you around the state of Utah, focus in on some of the great golf course that Beehive State has to offer. And we are out at the airport, of all places, with Lynn Landgren. It's Wing Point, and we're underneath the takeoff and the runways of all the jets and the planes. But you know what? Underneath it all, you got a true link-style golf course that is off the charts.
It really is. It's one of the best in the state. In my opinion, top 5 for sure. Arthur Hill's design golf course. As you can see, beautiful panorama of the mountains behind you.
Right.
I mean, I get people coming in. I actually get people planning layovers here at the airport to come and play this golf course.
I was going to say, because as you're coming in on the approach, you're probably looking down going, you know, if I can find a couple hours, I'm going to sneak out there.
I get a lot of people coming in and say, you know, the golf course doesn't look very hard. You don't have any trees. That grass, that fescue is more trouble than any trees ever dreamed of being.
It is. All right, so let's go through the golf course. Let's go on the front side first. pluck me out a couple, 3 holes that really stand out.
Well, I think the 3 holes on the front side that really stand out are number 3, very difficult par 4 with the lake on the left, challenging drive, challenging second shot. 4, the par 3. If you play it from the championship tees, 230 yards over water, nothing but trouble. And then number 8's really a cool little hole. I mean, we can stretch it out to about 185 yards to an island green. Really a challenging golf hole, especially if the wind's coming north or south.
Gotcha. Okay, and then backside, what do you got?
Well, I like 10's a great hole. A lot of trouble on the right. You know, I see a lot of 5s on that hole. It's par 4. And then I like the 2 back-to-back par 5s, 15 and 16.
Right.
Can really jump-start your round, you know, get you going down the stretch, or, you know, could be the demise of you. Because 15, they're both over water and a lot of challenging shots.
Okay, so then, of course, you got pro shop and restaurant.
Yeah. One of the best pro shops in the state, really a good one. We carry a lot of the very high-end apparel, clubs. We do a lot of clubs here. I do a lot of fittings and stuff. So yeah, and the restaurant here is good. It's a nice, good size. We can accommodate, you know, a couple hundred people here.
Okay.
It's really nice.
Green fees?
Green fees are very reasonable. Riding 18's $47. If you go 9 holes, it's 24. If you want to walk it, 17 and 33.
And good luck finding that on an Arthur Hills design somewhere else in the country.
Cheapest one in the country.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Okay, what else that the visitor can expect, or the local who maybe hasn't come out here? One big tip of advice.
Well, what you can expect here is whenever you come to Wing Point, the greens are always good. We have very good greens. They're USGA spec greens, so they roll true. The normal person overreads them. They're a little straighter than what they think, what you see.
Gotcha. All right, and we talked about it on the approach, coming in, you're looking down, thinking, I want to play a round of golf here, and then you come out here, and maybe it beats you up a little bit. You just get back on the plane and get the heck out of town, huh?
Yeah, no kidding, yeah. I mean, it's a fabulous place to have a golf course. Where in the world can you go play golf while you're having a layover?
That's true.
Yeah.
Hey, layover or not, it's Wing Point Golf Club right at the airport. It doesn't get any better. Hey, I've got a couple of good friends. They're from England. They say, Larry, you need a little sophistication brought to Wasatch 360. Well, we are going to bring you a little culture today. We're at the Leonardo Museum with Lisa Davis, and man, this is fantastic.
Thank you.
What is the Leonardo all about in short?
All right, well, the Leonardo, as you would guess by our name, is inspired by the Renaissance man himself, who really saw across disciplines and was able to explore the world in a completely new and really amazing way. So in short, the Leonardo is a contemporary museum in downtown Salt Lake City that connects science, technology, and creativity to give visitors really new ways of looking at the world.
So it really shines a light on curiosity.
Absolutely. You know, we really like to tap into visitors' curiosity wherever that might come from. And so the fact that we blend different disciplines is really important, because wherever you are, wherever your interest lies, you can come from that place.
So this comes from like centuries of innovators.
You know, it really does. The way innovators think is not, in a straight line. And it's not something they necessarily get out of a book. They are inspired by what they see, and then they inspire what they see next.
So it's not just exhibits that people come to see, it's almost real life.
You know, it is, and I always say to people, real life is integrated. Real life is not broken up into art or science or technology. It really is this wonderfully integrated experience. And here at the Leonardo, we're hoping to provide that in a different way and on a different scale, so that you can have, a new look, a new perspective on something that you may have seen every day.
So what's really cool is we walked around here, you get to rub shoulders with real life scientists and people, and it's so cool.
Absolutely. Part of the Leonardo's mission really is to connect visitors with authentic experiences and authentic experts, because it's great if I talk about it, but if a real researcher is talking about it, much more interesting, much more powerful. We have a working artist who's with us all of the time. She actually won a Grammy for her artwork.
Really?
We have the first working gene lab on the floor of the museum in the United States. upstairs in the Leonardo. And so we really want to make sure visitors, because we're not just going for a real young audience, we really are wanting to engage adults too, because sometimes we forget, right? Sometimes we think it's all been done, think we know everything, but that little bit of curiosity is still there.
Speaking of curiosity, I have to ask, what is this?
This is an art installation, and it's a science lesson, all in one. And the name of it is Holotype. And Holotype is a 4,000 square foot installation inspired by algae. I know it's difficult to see that. However, that's part of the magic. What we want to do is, first of all, give people an environment where they walk into and they say, what is this? They start wondering. They start being curious.
Right. Well, you talked about piquing the curiosity of adults. I bet the kids love it.
You know, they do. And that's what's really wonderful. We've seen this multi-generational experience here. So we see 80-year-olds here walking around with each other, discovering things they've never seen before, and we see 3-year-olds teaching their parents. And so it is really a wonderful experience from people of all ages.
And you take this on the road with Leo on Wheels. Tell me what that's all about.
The Leo on Wheels is a program that, even though we just opened as a facility here in October, it's been running for 8 years. We're coming to the end of our 8th school season, and we visit junior high school and middle schools throughout the state.
Okay, and then after hours as well.
After Hours is an amazing program. The last one was just a few weeks ago, and it was exploring the potential of the human body. And so we got to actually work with some folks up in Park City at the U.S. Ski and Snowboard team. And Billy DeMong and their director for high performance up there at the facility. And we got to talk about, like, what is our limit? And what keeps us pushing forward, and what kind of technology is enabling us to go faster and lift more and break more records. And that's one of our programs that is geared a little bit more toward an adult audience.
Hey, thanks so much. This is fantastic. Hey, it's easy to grab the hiking shoes or the mountain bike on any nice weekend, but you know what? Pique your curiosity and come down to the Leonardo. Hey, we hope you enjoyed the show today from Trolley Square. So much to see, so much to do. I don't even know where Stephanie is. I left her here in Pottery Barn, and like any good red-blooded female, she's still shopping. Hey, do not turn the channel. Good Day Utah Weekend Edition coming right behind us. We hope you enjoyed the day. Have a great weekend, everybody.